Minasan, konnichiwa. Watashi wa Akuna desu. Nigeriaから来まして。日本に住んで勉強しています。よろしくお願いします。YouTube channel へようこそです。Ta-da! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you're like, what's happening here? What's she doing? So guys, it's my Japan anniversary. You can tell I just coined that up. Yeah, it's my 3 years anniversary in Japan. Wow, I can't believe it's been 3 years. Like, it's been a long journey, a very long one. But I'm grateful for so far. Like, the experience has been worth it, I would say. So I basically just said, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Akuna, a Nigerian living and studying in Japan. So I just had to show off myself a bit. Like, I can't be in Japan for 3 years and not know how to speak Japanese. So please let me know in the comment section where you're watching this video from, so I can just maybe consider my next vacation destination. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. To all my subscribers, I say a very big thank you. And if you have not subscribed, I wonder why it's taking you this long. Like, why? Please click on that subscribe button. Thank you. So let's kickstart this. I don't even know where to start. Like guys, so I was just on my own and then Google Photos just sent me a notification, look back at 3 years ago, and I checked the picture and it was when I just arrived to Japan. Like, I think this was the second picture I took when I arrived to Japan. I'm like, wow, it's been 3 years already. Part of me feels like it's longer than 3 years. Well, it's been 3 years, but because of the whole experiences I've had, it feels like it's been longer than 3 years, maybe 5 years. But here we are. I think the video would be in 3 segments. So the first one, I'll do a mini self-introduction so you guys can get to know me a little bit, and then the second segment would be why I came to Japan, what led to my coming to Japan. And speaking of coming to Japan, in the last segment, I will talk about a scholarship, an ongoing scholarship application. You guys need to check this out. It might be useful to you or to someone you know. So stay tuned. And if you have not subscribed again, don't forget to hit the subscribe bell. Thank you. So guys, let's get right into it. Self-introduction. I'm Akuna, like most of you already know, a Nigerian living and studying in Japan. So I'm from the southeastern part of Nigeria, and I came to Japan 3 years ago, October 2018, to do my master's, and now master's is finished and I'm onto my PhD. So I'm currently a PhD student. And for those who don't know what Akuna means, Akuna loosely translates to father's wealth or wealth of the father. It's an Igbo name. So that's it. Anything else? No. And yes, I own this YouTube channel. So now that you've known about me, do you also know that I exist on other social platforms like Facebook and Instagram? Yes guys, so please check out my other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. My name is Akuna Frances on all those platforms. I would also write it down here, Akuna Frances on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. That's it for the self-introduction. So the next one would be why I came to Japan. So people usually ask me this question, Akuna, why Japan? And I'm like, why not Japan? Like, is there any reason why I shouldn't be in Japan? But I get where they're coming from anyway, especially for those who are Nigerians like me, because Japan is not a popular study or tourist destination for Nigerians. The popular study destination for Nigerians in Asia would be China and India. Yes, these two make the top list for study destinations for Nigeria. And then for tourism in Asia would be Dubai. Everybody knows that one. Dubai, Maldives, these 2 places, I think. So I actually get them when they ask me that question. But honestly, I didn't even know I was going to study in Japan. So let me give you a little story. So when I finished my bachelor's degree, I had always wanted to further my studies, so I was looking forward to furthering my studies. But I had no idea I was going to study abroad at that time because I didn't have the resources. So I was searching for schools in Nigeria. Then along the line, things started happening, lines fell in pleasant places, and before I knew it, I realized that my chances of actually studying abroad was getting higher. So I gave it a try. Started searching for schools abroad, schools in Europe basically. I think I searched for many schools in Europe, and then America and North America, Canada to be precise. I started applications and narrowed down my search to some things like cost of application, very important, except you have so much money anyway. But for me that was key. And then number 2 was the schools with high research capability. In my introduction I missed this. So I'm actually studying chemistry, so my course is quite research intensive. So I was actually looking out for schools that that had such capabilities to match my research interest. And then I found some schools, so I narrowed down my search and started application. So along the line, I think this thought came to my mind and I was like, so far I haven't even searched or applied to any school in Asia. Why not? because Asia is known for their innovations. We hear a lot about this. So I'm like, if it's science inclined studies that I'm doing, then I should definitely check out Asia. So I thought of countries to check out in Asia, and Japan and Singapore came to mind. Singapore was, I think, number one because they speak English, and then Japan came to mind because we all know Japan takes the lead when it comes to highly advanced technology. So I applied to schools in Singapore and in Japan. And then guys, you don't even know what happened. I started getting rejections though. Yes, I got plenty of rejections. Well, not plenty. But I got rejections from both school in Europe, school not in Europe, school in Asia, schools not in Asia. That was like a very trying period because some of the schools that I was so interested in then didn't offer me admission. Some mails will be like, oh, I'm sorry, our slot for international students is full. Oh, your research interest does not really match mine. Oh, this, oh, that. Well, that's how it happened. Along the line, good news came, and then I was offered admissions in some schools in Canada and then in Japan. So that was when the real struggle began because I didn't even know which one to take and which one to leave. So I had to start doing, in Nigeria we say tumbom, carefully selecting which one, checking the pros and cons of going to each of these countries or studying in these places, and that's how I narrowed it down to Japan. And I'm happy I made this choice. Maybe life would have been better for me elsewhere, but at least so far things have turned out for good, and I'm grateful for that choice that I made. So this is when the real story began. So after getting the acceptance, searching for a professor, then writing the entrance examination, the results came out. My admission letter was sent to Nigeria and I had to go to the embassy. Guys, I don't even know how this thing happened, but how can you go to the embassy, apply for a visa, and then you're wishing that your visa won't be granted? Like, who does that? Well, I actually did because I was so skeptical. I was scared. Like, why should I even go to this place? Why should I leave my family? Why should I leave all these things? Because in as much as I wanted to do my graduate studies, I just didn't see going abroad at that time as an interesting move. My intentions were probably to collaborate sometime in the future and then, just go abroad for vacations. But that's how I found myself applying for student visa. The visa came out and I was so down. I know people will be shocked to hear this now. I was in real pains. So I was just wishing that something would happen and then I won't be able to leave the country, or I just won't just get to Japan. Like, at the point I was hoping for my flight to be cancelled, not for my flight to crash anyway, but for it to be cancelled or for the admission to be withdrawn. Like, just something should just happen and then I don't have to go to Japan. Looking back now, I just realized I sounded so silly. But a lot was happening at the same time for me. A whole lot was happening and I was not just happy that I was leaving. So this picture was taken on my way from Tokyo to the current city where I live. If you have spiritual eyes and if you look deeper, you realize that I had cried my eyes out. I had cried my eyeballs out, guys. I almost cried all through the journey from Lagos to Dubai because my flight had 2 legs, from Lagos to Dubai and then from Dubai to Japan. I was so angry. I wasn't just happy. That was just a summary of the whole story. I wasn't just happy at that moment. But finally, I'm here. And then this other picture was taken the first week in school. Yes, see how I looked. So cute. Even though I was still confused on where I am or what to do. But I like this picture. It reminds me of a whole lot. Like, a whole lot of story is behind this picture. I'm happy for so far. And then this one here is my graduation from my master's degree. Yeah, look at it here. And my certificate. So nice. I like the certificate. I like the way the certificate is looking. It's just packaged so beautifully well. Take a look at it here too. Yay. I have the English and then the Japanese version. So, yep, that's it. Do you want to see my results? No. So this is my master's degree certificate. So that's it, guys. So has the experience been worth it? Well. Now I would say yes, but honestly, if you had asked me maybe 2 years ago, I would say no because I wasn't happy. I was so distraught. I can't even put it in words how I actually felt. Like, everything was so annoying to me. Some days I'm like this. Some days, different reactions, different emotions. So many things happening at the same time. And adapting was really difficult for me, especially because of the language barrier. So I really found it difficult to adapt. So do you want to study in Japan? Do you have plans of studying in Japan? Well, just do it. You might be lucky and have a much better experience than I did. So just give it a try. So speaking about try, let's move on to the next segment, which is the scholarship opportunity I mentioned about. This scholarship is from Japanese government, but let me just be very specific about it by reading it out directly from the website so I don't make any mistakes, please. So this says there's a uniform call for Japanese government MEXT scholarships nomination through the E3 program for October 2022 intake. So if you don't know what MEXT is the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology in Japan. And the deadline is November 30th, 2021. I'm sorry guys that this information is coming late. I just received it a few days ago and decided to add it to this video. So please check it out. It might be suitable for you, or you might know someone who it is suitable for. So I'm not going to give you the details. I'm going to leave the website, a link in the description box below. But just so you know, the monthly allowance here is very nice. It's very reasonable. MEXT scholarship is usually one of the scholarships that is highly ranked in Japan because it's provided by the government, so the allowance is usually very palatable. And then this is the icing on the cake. Application fee is exempted, admission fee is exempted, tuition fees are exempted, and then they provide your arrival and return ticket. So you can imagine it's an all-inclusive package. So just check it out if it suits you. If you know someone it suits, please let them know about this. Deadline is really approaching, but I hope some of you would make it. And please, I do not have any affiliation with this program or the university, so please, if you have any questions, please just go to the website, read it in details, and if you have any questions or things that you don't quite understand, send them an email. Hopefully they will respond. So just in case you apply and then you're lucky to be picked, don't forget to come back and tell me you heard about the scholarship premium. Just come. You don't need to pay tithes, but it will make me happy at least to know that I offered an information that was helpful to someone. So that's it about the scholarship, guys. So guys, if you intend to study in Japan, let me know in the comment section. And what do you think about Japan generally? Like life of international students in Japan. Just let me know, what do you think? What are those prejudices you have or those assumptions you have about students studying in Japan? Thank you. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.